Hey YouTube, how's it going? I want to show you today what it's like managing 4 YouTube channels. If you're familiar with who I am, you probably already know what the 4 channels are. If you are somehow new here, welcome. I am Dan Weinberg, in fact, which is the name of one of my channels. My main channel is called The New Travel. That one has existed in some capacity since 2014. But it's been active since 2016, very active since then. And these two are both relatively new. The New Travel Clips, I started this to make a podcast, but then I decided I'm going to stop doing the podcast, and I'm going to focus on clips from my main content, repurposing content into short form. This one, again, repurposing into Spanish. So these are dubbed professionally into Spanish. And this channel is kind of a catch-all for everything else, including videos like this, which talk about my creative journey as a YouTuber. And, oh, I don't know, you can check the content. I mean, I got all kinds of stuff here. In fact, let's start here. Let's see how this channel is doing. Okay, yeah, manage videos. Yeah. So, for those who know what it's like to be a YouTuber, this is kind of like your... I mean, first of all, the dashboard, this is your central hub. This is your central dashboard. I made a mistake. That video doing surprisingly well. A lot of people clicking on that. Either they want to see my forehead or they want to know what the mistake is. But today I want to focus on analytics. And I just want to actually look at the last 48 hours. This is kind of the overview. I check this probably most often in my analytics just to see what's going on. Sometimes you get random spikes on videos, which is nice. Nice to see some content going back to last year, still getting active views. Always good to see that. Yeah, and this channel... To be honest, this channel has been a bit disappointing in the past week or so because content like this, again, this was also repurposed content. I made a mistake, actually. Yeah, well, you can see I made a mistake right there, but I made another mistake, which is I thought that if I took a video... See, this was a big video for me. This is 50 things to do in Vancouver. It's not clickbait. I tell you 50 things in this video. This was a major project for me back in 2016. And then I thought, okay, that was a great video. I'm going to... Essentially, the video wasn't getting views on the main channel, The New Travel, anymore. I mean, it was getting a few. It was getting like 20 views a day, 10 views a day, something like that. But I thought this has viral potential if I repost it on a different channel. I take down the old one. Maybe YouTube. And I did slight edits because I didn't want YouTube to think it was a direct copy, so I edited the intro and I trimmed some part that... I had a joke in there about Vancouver not having Uber anymore, and since then Vancouver now has Uber. So some parts didn't make sense. I trimmed that out. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, it's literally getting 0. So I don't know what's going on here. Either YouTube is on to me and they know it's repurposed content and they're like, that's cheating. We're not sending this to viewers again. Or maybe it's the thumbnail that's not good. I've played around with a few thumbnails. Who knows? Or maybe it's just, maybe it needs a few more days and then it will shoot up. You never know. I would say the first 2-3 days of a video, you can't read too much into it. YouTube sometimes takes a few days to figure things out. Sometimes it takes weeks to figure things out, but usually within 3 or 4 days, you'll know if the video's gonna pop off or not. So my Spanish channel numero dos, I just published another video, which probably isn't getting many views because... Does it only have 2 views? Let's see. This channel... Yeah, I'm not sure if this train video will do well or not because this channel, it's mostly just Mexican audiences who are interested in my Mexico videos. And I can tell you that because the only ones that consistently get views are all Mexico. And I just translated my train trip across Canada into Spanish. I redid the thumbnail. You know, it used to say 5 days. Now it says 5 días. So new thumbnail, new dub, new version. But same content. And that's the genius of a second language video. You don't have to actually film it twice. And that's, of course, the biggest time constraint as a YouTuber. The filming and the editing. So I don't know about this one. This is another experiment. We'll see. But I just feel like this content has viral potential. You never know if it's actually going to hit big. Frankly, I didn't know if any of these Spanish videos would hit big. But one of them has 76,000 views. It's very annoying because this channel wasn't monetized when I started this channel. And then I published a few videos. And then because this one got such a crazy amount of views in a short period of time, my channel became monetized. I was able to run ads on this channel. And then as soon as I was able to run ads, it stopped getting views. Like, in fact, everything stopped getting views. So I don't know if YouTube was kind of like trolling me. They're like, here, get a bunch of views, and then as soon as you can make some cash, they're like, nope, just kidding. But we'll see. I mean, like, yeah, I made $1 in the last 28 days. So in theory, like, that sounds like nothing, and it is nothing, but like, in theory, if it now brings me $1 every month for forever, that'd be kind of cool. So you got to think long term about this stuff, but I do hope to see that number go way up. The Clips channel. This is where things get interesting for me. So actually, Northern Lights are basically like crap fireworks. Yeah, and that was from an episode I did with Paige, another Montreal YouTuber. That one, I just published that like an hour ago, so it hasn't done much, but let's see. Hopefully the videos are still going strong. I had 1 or 2 that was doing pretty well for a new channel. Yeah, like, look at this growth. Check it out. Dead channel, dead channel, dead channel. Oh, a live channel. Oh. So we'll see how long we can keep that upward trend going. That would be great if we kept it going for another week or 2. That would make me very happy. But what also makes me very happy is this. This is the first video starting to blow up. And this is basically the premise for the Clips channel. So this is my tour guide in Medellin. Very nice guy. And I made a 48-minute video in Medellin called Medellin, Colombia, a city like no other. Within that, there were a few different characters who were interesting. I mean, you know, it's 48 minutes. It's like a full, like, you know, length documentary at that point. And there's moments like this guy talking about why he left the United States and prefers living in Colombia, which the people who saw the Medellin video, they will have seen that, of course, but there's a lot of people who don't want to watch a 48-minute video, but they're still interested in something like that. So with a good thumbnail, I think this is a good thumbnail. You know, it's got the person, it's got some intriguing text. It could be a bit brighter, he could be happier, but like the lighting was kind of bad. So anyway, the point is people are clicking on this video. 69 in the last 60 minutes, 764 total. And I would venture to guess some of these people have no idea who I am. They've never heard of the New Travel. They just saw this video on their feed and they were recommended it. And so, again, you don't know, like, that video could continue to blow up. It could stop suddenly and then never get viewed again, like my Spanish video that was popping off. Our friend from Montreal with the stick, he's also getting some views. And that's the thing, my Clips channel is a bit of a mess right now because I'm jumping from, like, literally from Montreal to Mexico to Colombia to I have a clip from India I might be posting soon. So there won't be any continuity, but right now I'm literally, like, I put out 3 or 4 clips yesterday. Every few hours I put one out. And that might seem excessive to people, but the fact is these are 2 minutes. So my logic is just people will watch what they want to watch. They'll skip what they want to skip. And ultimately, the sooner I can get a backlog of content, the better, because, you know, you want people to find your channel and then watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, you know, they know what your channel is. That's the theory. But it just takes a long time getting those clips made and uploaded, so that's where I'm at for now. Finally, the new travel. Okay, so let's see how we're doing here. So yeah, this channel, I mean, it's, you know, I mean, well, you don't know because you don't see these numbers all the time. I do. It's you know, it was doing better a few days ago, but that's okay. It's still got videos that are going solid, like Havana, Montreal, India, Colombia. Yeah, all the usual suspects. Yeah, I mean, I used to have a lot of Mexico videos that were consistently getting views, even like a few years after I'd been there. And now they've completely stopped, which is part of the reason I'm like trying to repurpose content, because I know these videos will interest people who haven't seen them. It's just after a while YouTube stops pushing them. So I'm trying to figure out some ways to strategize and to make the most of this situation. The fact that I now have 4 channels and I now have many years of travel experiences to share. The question is what to do about this. Like, the question is how best to utilize these different platforms without actually boring my audience. You don't want people to be like, this guy's just doing repeats. And that's why I have the different channels, you know. That's why the new travel is staying fresh. I'm not doing any repeat content here ever, because I want people who are not interested in the games I'm doing with the short content and the second channel and stuff to just be like, this is what I signed up for, this is what Dan is about. People who want to go deeper, it's like, how deep do you want to go? Do you want to see some clips? Do you want to, you know, do you speak Spanish? Do you want to see Spanish? Do you want to see Dan Weinberg, where I talk about videos like this? You know, the whole ecosystem of content is out there for those who go looking. And that's kind of how I think about my 4 channels. I'm eternally grateful for everyone who's out there subscribing and watching these different channels. If anyone wants to help me out, you could drop some comments on the Clips channel, watch a few of those. That always helps YouTube to recognize that a new channel exists. When they see comments and they see views on a new channel, it tells them, okay, this is not nothing. Because that's the hardest part of starting a new channel, is just getting it off the ground. This channel, like I say, it's not even doing that good right now, and it's got, you know, like way more views than the others. But that's just because I've been doing it for so long. The risk is that I'm kind of neglecting my main channel to build out these other channels. But I think it's going to be okay. I think ultimately it will be okay, and this will pay off. I'm betting that it will pay off. But along the way, there will be mistakes. Like this video, probably mistake. This one, the nicest hotel I've stayed at in 10 years of travel. This was actually in Kazakhstan. And that's the thing, I've never actually published this before. Sometimes I take these trips and I get home with all this footage and I don't know what to do with it. And some of it never makes it into videos, but this is like, this one is pretty cool. But again, I don't know if that's going to go on Dan Weinberg or the Clips channel. I don't know what to do with it. Arguably, it could even fit on the main channel, but that might just confuse people. They'd be like, wait, you're in Kazakhstan now? I don't know. That's the downside of having all these channels. You got to like think about where things got to go. But hey, I hope you've enjoyed this little look behind the scenes. As always, I'm Dan from The New Travel. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.